All right, well, if everybody can go ahead and sign in, we're going to go ahead and get started. So the administrative portion of the all staff is going to be led by our administrator in training, Josh Lowe, aka J Lowe. So he's going to kick us off, and then I will come back in. He goes, I'll let him explain it.
Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Josh Lowe, J Lowe.
Low, right?
No, I'm
No,
Lowe
anyway.
too.
And then I'll come back.
Is Jennifer
People be
Lopez
calling
right
her
here?
J-Lo.
You can have it.
You say J-Lo was at the meeting, I was like, okay.
I have no assets.
No, I'm good, no, I'm good. Go ahead.
At least we're all having a good time, so that's awesome. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and kick it off with Joshua Lowe. Joshua Lowe.
Hello, everybody. Well, I was going to introduce myself, but here, introduce me. I'm Josh, for those of you who've never met me. We just got through our COVID outbreak, thank goodness. And it was annoying, it was rough, right? Thankfully, that was due to all of your hard work, getting through that, making sure you were following proper protocol, wearing that PPE, wearing that N95. We like to mention that it's much easier going through an outbreak when you have an office to go into and take your mask off, but you guys don't have that luxury. It's a lot harder on you guys. So thank you for all of your hard work and sticking through and making sure we got out of that.
And this J Lo knows what he's talking about because he was on the floor. He's
Yep.
a CNA.
Yep.
He still is a CNA.
I'm still a CNA. I started with Avamere as a CNA at a different facility. I started at Clackamas, just down the hill. Couple of updates since we last met in person. Got our new ice machine back here, which has, I think, made a huge difference. We're not constantly fighting for ice, chasing ice. That machine back there was having a real hard time keeping up with the needs of both the floor and the kitchen. And so I think that both of them have made a big difference. We've also just installed shower mats in the 300 hall. Please let us know if those are good or bad. They're brand new, never tried them before. So if they're not working, let us know. If they're great, let us know. If they start peeling up, let us know because they're pretty inexpensive and we can replace them. But as long as they work good. If they don't work good, we're going to find a different solution. But we don't want people falling in there. Halloween is coming up. So we're going to have a Spirit Week starting. I guess Spirit Weeks because it starts on the 13th and goes through Halloween. So you'll see posters posted up throughout the facility. Each day has a different theme, but I'll just read them out to you guys. Monday we have Halloween PJs. Tuesday is Halloween tops, so like shirts and sweaters. Wednesday, Halloween socks and earrings. Thursday, Halloween gear, so just wear your best Halloween stuff, hats and whatever. And then Friday we go back to PJs. Saturday, shirts again, and Sunday, socks and earrings again. On Halloween, there will be a costume contest, so bring your A game. Third place gets $25, second place $75, and first place $10,000. No. $100, which is still awesome. There'll also be a pie eating contest. So start fasting the week before. Winner will get the wreath that's outside of Alan's office, the Nightmare Before Christmas wreath. Like lights up. It's got Jack Skellington holding a little pumpkin. It's pretty cool.
So Susie and Joyce, I'm assuming you guys are going to be doing the pie eating contest.
No!
Is it like how many pies you can eat or how fast you can eat a pie?
I don't know.
How fast you can eat a
I was
pie?
curious
And
too.
then really-
Huh?
Or is that the costume contest?
The wreath is the pie contest.
Okay, I'm in.
I don't know.
Oh no, if it's pumpkin, I don't want it.
Who did you put this together?
Yeah. Do it scary. So the wreath is for the pumpkin contest, and then the Spirit Week is
It's pumpkin pie?
or not Spirit Week. Oh, I don't know the pumpkin or the pie flavor.
And is it
Usually
is
it's
it
just
who can
whipped
finish
cream.
it pie faster or
It's
who
gonna
can
Pretty
finish
sure it's
more pie?
rhubarb. Let's go. Okay, let's continue.
important.
It's who can finish it the fastest.
Fastest,
Residents
there we
and
go.
staff.
All right. Another thing that's important to pay attention to and keep a lookout for. Holidays are coming up, so we're going to see an increase in Christmas decorations going into resident rooms. All of the Christmas lights, anything that lights up, has to be battery operated. You cannot plug directly into the wall, or that you can get in trouble from the fire marshal for that. Anything that lights up, wreaths, little Christmas trees, anything. Also keep an eye out for extension cords, because families will often bring little extension cords in to power said Christmas lights. Those are also a no-no. Another thing to start thinking about is weather. So the weather's going to start getting bad. We're going to start seeing ice. We're going to start seeing snow. Plan on how you're going to get to work, because unfortunately, long-term care doesn't stop when the weather stops the rest of the world. Our residents still need people to come in and take care of them. So if you have a plan A, a plan B, and those both fail, let us know and we will be your plan C. We have people who have like 4-wheel drives and Ubers and whatever it takes to get you here. We will work with you. Another thing to pay attention to is open enrollment is coming up. It's starting in November. It kicks off November 5th. Very important. Just because you are already enrolled in insurance does not mean you don't have to still go in. You have to. If you do not go in and re-up your insurance, you will lose your insurance benefits.
Do we have to call them?
We'll have more information from HR as the
There'll
time
be
approaches.
flyers,
Yeah.
they will also come in on site. I think there's an on-site visit that's scheduled for the 19th, but there'll be plenty of ways.
Absolutely. Yeah.
to
This
get
is just
to
kind of a
that.
heads up to start thinking about it and paying attention for it. Another thing we want to talk about is Schedule Pop. I'm sure most of you have at least heard that. It is a pilot program. The goal being to take the place of UKG for things like PTO requests, schedule changes, requesting time, picking up shifts, that kind of thing. They picked our building to test it out, and so we need to test it out, and we have to give them our input. So if we like it, if we don't like it, if we don't give them our input, most likely they're going to push it through. And then if we have no choice and we end up not liking it, we don't have a choice in the matter. So please download the app, please be using it and giving us your feedback, letting us know, is it working, is it not working, so we can let them know if it works for our team or not. Sniff Clinic, I'm sure you're all familiar with. It took the place of Relias. It's where we go on and do our online trainings. Currently our facility is at 53% compliance, meaning that about 53% of the assigned trainings have been completed, so we're a little lacking there. So let's just make sure we're popping in there ever so often and doing our trainings. They usually take about 10-15 minutes. It's not a big time commitment. And then I want to go over birthdays and seniority. I didn't get a chance to get the seniority list. I got the birthday list. So for birthdays, I'm just gonna pull this up here so it's easy to read. October 8th, we have Margie Kraft, Morgan Palm. On the 10th, we have Emily Mina, or Mina, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. The 16th, we have Mary Lou. 19th, Marie Boyer. 23rd, Erin Odie. 25th, Jennifer Stone. 28th, Lakota Gray. 29th, Thomas Watkins. And 30th, Mallory Ciarlante. Nice. Well, happy birthday, everybody.
October is an amazing birthday month.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. And then employee anniversaries. So seniority. Got quite a few on here. Margie Kraft will be 1 year on the 31st. Anthony Romani, which I'm sure you're all familiar with, our staffing coordinator. On the 6th, he will be 2 years. Amanda McCauley, 2 years on the 9th. Elijah King on the 26th will be 2 years. Michelle Whiteman, right over here, 3 big old years. Emily Mina,
What
3
day?
years.
What day?
13th. And Nicholas James on the 28th will be 3 years. Willowberry, 9 years on the 11th. And Cindy Redmond, who is our medical records, 33 years.
Wow. She needs a new car.
Yeah.
You get a car. Like the price is right.
Since she's been here since 2 years old, that's what.
Yeah, that's very impressive. I am 33
Hey,
years
that's
old.
not counting her 2
So-
years.
She's been here as long as I've been alive.
Yep.
Pretty sure most of her family's been here at one point or another too.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. She's spent her whole career in this building, I think. All right, well, that's all I got for the administrative side. I'm going to pass it on over to Alan so he can cover the nursing stuff.
He also goes by J-Lo.
Bear with me. Yeah, I go by Jello too, I guess. So what happened, we did this presentation at 6 a.m. this morning. There was no audio. So if you went to Sniff Clinic and you clicked on the video, which was, we had some challenges with that in the first place as well, there's no audio. So then Stephanie was going to record, Lacey's not here, Carrie's not here, so guess what? This is impromptu, and so this is what we're doing.
Where's the wig? It's yours for
Yeah.
survey.
So the in-service for this go-around is regarding survey preparedness. So survey preparedness, we should always be survey ready, yes? Right? It's just what we do. It's not something that we should just wait for one time a year because we get into our survey window. And right now, this building, currently we're a two-star on Medicare.gov. And the last survey that we had 9 tags with no harm. So that's a favorable survey. With being a 2-star, that put our star rating for our surveys at 2-star as well. If we have a similar or even better survey next year, this building, you guys could say that you're working in a...
5-star.
How many?
I mean, our quality measures and everything's
So
already
5-star.
showing it.
So survey, what's really, really important at survey is it's the things that you're already supposed to be doing every single day. When surveyors in our building, it shouldn't be anything different. The main thing is that we need to make sure that we're always communicating. When you're dealing with a surveyor, don't wing it. Anybody been in front of a surveyor for the first time? Come on, everybody should be raising our hands. We've all been in front. I remember the first time as an administrator, I was in front of a surveyor for the first time. My ass sung like a canary because I didn't know any better, right? You want to spew all this information. So the main thing is that when they're asking you a question, you should give succinct answers. And if you don't know the answer, just know where to get the answer. And as a CNA, if you don't know where the answer is, Olivia, if you don't know where the answer is, who do you go to? Charge nurse. Charge nurse, if you don't know what the answer is, who do you go to?
RCM.
Well, thank you, charge nurse. You are the only charge nurse that's here in the right. And then the same thing at the RCM doesn't give you the DNS, so you're rolling up the policy. And we don't answer a question unless we have the policy in our hand or the process in our hand. So that's really, really important. The other thing when it comes to survey, we already know, you guys have heard me say this multiple times, that the silver tsunami is here, right? You guys heard me say that before? That means that the baby boomers are here in our building. So customer service is super important. Why? Because they grew up on Starbucks and fast food, did they not? They started to live with Starbucks and fast food around 30-ish, if you know what I mean. So that's what they come to accustomed to. So what that means is customer service is super important. As long as we're providing good to excellent customer service, you never have to worry about dignity and you never have to worry about neglect. As long as that we're staying in those realms, you're going to be fine because you're going to be prepared and preparing us for survey. So documentation, it's not just documenting. You have to document. Because if you didn't document, now it's if you didn't educate and document, it didn't happen. So you have to slow down, stop, pause, and explain to people what we can do and what we can't do. But if you're just saying, like, if you just don't know, how does that feel when someone Anybody been in like any customer service situation and say that you're, I don't know, going to, I wouldn't say a car dealership, that's not a good example. Going to Xfinity, right? You're going to Xfinity and you got problems with your cable and the person you go to is like, I don't know who you need to talk to. And they just walk away. How do you feel as a customer and you've been paying probably $115 a month too much? How do you feel as a customer? Do you feel heard?
Like an ex-customer.
Exactly.
And a new Karen.
So who in our building dictates what happens in the survey? Everybody is, that's a good answer.
Resident.
The residents. Because everything is resident focused when it comes to a survey. So again, we need to make sure that we're following through. We're doing what it is that we said that we would do. Infection prevention. We got hit on infection prevention. F880 is that tag. Do you know why?
Because people were walking outside with COVID residents.
No, it was regarding C. diff, and we were not following enhanced barrier precautions. So when you go into a room and you see the enhanced barrier precaution signs, you have to read it. Because each one is different. I can't tell you exactly a color code. I have to read them too. So each one is different depending upon what type of situation is at hand. Medication administration. I got the two CMAs here. So when it comes to, we want to make sure that we have clean, organized carts, and that when it comes to the pills, we don't leave pills at the bedside, do we? Right.
Or pre-pop.
Or pre-pop. That means we just don't pop the pills and then wait to give them to the residents. Because otherwise, if a surveyor finds that, they're going to tag it. Resident rights and dignity. Residents can never forego their rights, ever. And remember, as long as that we stay in that realm of customer service, super, super important. So again, survey, we're always in survey mode. Always, always, always. Always ready for a surveyor to walk through our door at any given moment. And when they walk through our door, it should be just someone observing and confirming how well we do our jobs. Yeah?
Yes.
Right? Okay, so the first portion of this is going to be for CNAs, second portion is going to be for CMAs, and last portion is going to be for the nurse. All right, so I gotta apologize because Carrie put she wrote something out, but then Lacey put her hand scratches on it, and so I'm gonna do the best I can to interpret it. So walkie-talkies are required with earpiece. The reason for that is for HIPAA compliance. Mentors are no longer making assignments, nurse only, and no changes. Personal conversations with residents. I would just say, I'm not going to say don't have personal conversations with residents. Be mindful of the conversations that you're having with residents. Because if you're sharing stuff that is personal, we have to interact as human beings, don't we? But at the same time, should they know your problems? Should we be venting on them what's happening if you're in the 100 hall and you're venting what just happened in the 200 hall? Anybody? Should we do that?
No.
Right, that's part of your personal problems. They should not have to experience that. Many of our residents have what? Trauma. Doesn't take much for their lid to be flipped, does it? So we want to try to avoid those things, and just when we do share things that are uplifting. You know, they're not there. You're not there to be their counselor. They're not there to be your counselor either at the same time. But we do need to have connection. Otherwise, if we didn't have connection, nobody in this room would be here. Yes or no? Call light answering. Does everybody know that we review and we investigate every call light that is over 25 minutes? And you know, lately, what we've been seeing is call lights 26 minutes, 28 minutes. We haven't really seen like anything that's over an hour or anything like that. And granted, we understand. And one of the reasons that you might have a resident that won't allow you to reset the call light. But when you go into that room, you need to be asking permission. May I reset your call light? Please use that language. May I reset your call light? Instead of, I need to turn off your call light. If you say, I need to turn off your call light, and you're dealing with someone who already has trust issues and trauma, Why do you think there's certain residents that won't let you turn off that
I
call
know
light?
you're not gonna come back.
But they also need to understand that you are being timed. You're being timed for the response, not for how long you're in the room. You're being timed for how long it took for you to answer the call. That's why as soon as you go in there, may I please reset your call light? Because that starts the timer over again. Rotations. According to Carrie, they're not going away. They're going to stay the way that they are. Rotations will continue. So CNAs, you guys are free to go. And CMAs, which I've got 2, Jonathan and
Chris,
Johnny.
the call light thing, if there's an issue with the call light, put in my book with the time so that when those investigations happen.
Did everybody hear what Josh Liskey said?
But if there's any issue with the call light and it's not shutting off, cord, anything like that, then put it in my book with the time, and that way when the investigations happen, you know, like why is this lot shut off, there's some paper. And I know to get to it right away. So.
Okay, so for just CMAs now, CMAs and nurses, CMAs and nurses. All right, for CMAs, we got Joni and we got Jonathan. All right, so reordering medications, just make sure that you're checking daily for refills. This isn't going to be that long of a list. Refills that are needed, and then checking for new NARC orders. When you're low, and then you can call pharmacy and ask the nurse to do that order. So it's the nurse that needs to order the NARCs. And then following the bowel care list. It isn't just the nurses, you also can follow the bowel care list. So bowel care list daily, you can check too what day, the nurse, and what to give. Other than that, that's all I have for CMAs. So now I'm speaking to the nurses in nursing land. So nurses, accountability nurses to CMA and CNA, inspecting what you expect, following up what you asked was done. It's just follow through, doing what you ask for them to do. You have to trust, but you also have to verify. So trust and verify. It's kind of weird that the camera is like so low, because it makes me want to like look down. I know, right? Nurses need to notify the director of nurses prior to hospitalization. What can be done in the hospital can be done here at Oregon City. And that can be, we can start IVs here. We can provide, I'm just thinking outside of my non-clinical, like glucophage. I mean, all those things can be done. Mark has given me a head nod, but at least I was on the right page.
We can give bowel care.
Yes, yeah, we can give bowel care. Assigning showers and vital signs when doing admits. Make sure that anytime that we're doing admissions that we are assigning showers. They get 2 showers per week, and then we're also assigning the vital signs. And labeling IV bags, and make sure that we're removing the labels within 24 hours. Bowel protocol. Check the list daily. Tell the CMA what to give, because it's telling the CMA what to give. Immunizations tab. So for the immunizations tab, give chart alert for TB and immunizations, and make sure that we're checking Telsure multiple times every shift. Lab requisitions from Kaiser must have a Kaiser number on the form. When you get the lab's order, fill out that slip. You can find that under demographics, and under demographics you'll see insurance, and on the other side of insurance you'll see the policy, and that's their Kaiser number. Check communications and, we call it secure conversations, aka also Tiger Text. Make sure that you're checking that often. And then do not activate daily COVID screening. Add diagnosis prior to activating orders. And the reason is, Mark, you probably can attest to this, is that
Yeah, because you have to go back in, and if you put
individually,
yeah,
for
yeah,
every order,
time-consuming.
it's time consuming on the RCM. It really takes up a lot of time, and you could have risk managements going on. You can be following up on performance improvement projects. You also have to do case management. So this is something that the RCM shouldn't be doing if we did it right the first time. Please make sure that when you're inputting orders, you're putting a diagnosis that goes along with the order as well.
And diagnosis can be changed as well.
That's it. That's what I got. So thanks everybody.